Turbo, as in Thomas the Turbo. Exploring options as Manly departure looms, says Danny Wildler. Turbo's management is... Brian, sit down for this. Turbo's management is reportedly exploring options for the English Super League.
Yep. I've heard that.
For Turbo. He will score 1.4 million tries.
He will.
Yes.
Yep.
And when he lands, they can give him the Man of Steel when he lands.
Yep.
Before he's played a game.
Yep.
You agree with that?
He's whatever team gets him is going. If he
They
does,
win the comp.
He's going. Yeah. Well, it's going to increase. Hopefully, he goes to someone because you're allowed to have one marquee player.
Yep.
That doesn't come under the salary cap. So if it's
is that is that right?
Yep.
So zero. There's zero in the cap.
Correct.
Oh wow.
So you can have one who's just the Michael.
Wow.
So if he gets a Michael sponsor, goes over there, but he might also, whether or not he's sick of Manly, who knows? Maybe he doesn't want to play against Manly. That's the other thing. So maybe he wants to travel. But it doesn't look good for Manly at the moment when your best player, local junior, wants out at the age of, would he be 30 yet?
Oh, I'd say short of that.
Yeah, so
I'd say 28, 29. By the way, Manly fans, relax a little bit. Tom and Jake have signed long-term deals until... They signed long-term deals in 2019, which locked them in until the end of at least next year, 2026. But both the boys become free agents, Brian, November 1.
It's a Talon, Shug. Everyone's saying it's
What did I say?
You said Tannen.
Oh, Talon.
And
I think that's in wine.
Tannen's in wine.
Yeah, it's a De Silva, isn't it?
Talon's freshwater stormer.
Yeah, it's a Talon.
Yeah, you're a Tannen.
Obvious error. That brings a text in, Brian.
I don't know what. I know. Listeners love
correcting
us.
Our listeners are mad correctors. And the
Tommy's 28.
Yesterday I said the Cronulla postcode was 2030 and the board almost literally exploded.
4 clues, or as someone out there said, Val Close. It's 4 clues. Yeah.
Still on Manly. So this is interesting. So we've got this news around Tommy Turbo. We thought that Michael Ennis was re-signing there. That proved to be wrong because we now know he's off to St George Illawarra to reacquaint himself with Shane Flanagan, who'll be the assistant coach there for the Dragons. So all of a sudden, yesterday, news blew up that Laurie Daley may be the assistant coach. But if there's a package that's full, Brian, it'd be who?
MC.
Michael Carianis and Brent Reid, Code Sports. The current Blues coach, Laurie Daley, has turned down the chance to join the Seagull staff. Daley was reportedly keen on joining Anthony Seibold's team, but has been unable to come to an agreement considering his obligation with the Blues and his radio role. Manly are still looking to recruit into the role, having lost Michael Ennis to the Dragons.
Yeah. Well, that's fair enough. Laurie's got his radio gig, and you want someone there. I thought it was strange, actually, whether or not Laurie wanted to do the job. I just thought I thought they would go for someone completely like a Manly, ex-Manly player or someone around, because we know there's an old boys there, like Chocky Watmow, or I'm just
Matty Ballin up in Brisbane.
Well, I think Matty Ballin
would move to be number one.
Yeah, I think that might be his angle.
Where's Tubes these days?
He does pathways over there.
He'd be good to get in, like even just
Yeah.
around.
He's a grand final coach.
Yeah.
Can I just say this,
good
boys?
Good players, as we know, don't necessarily make good coaches, but Tubes was a good coach, I suppose.
Can I say this? So we've got another story here relating to Manly. I think this is a concern from a Manly point of view.
You know what? There's noises coming out.
Well, it's too squeaky.
Yep.
Squeaky will gets the oil. There's too much oil. So we heard about the Mick Ennis thing maybe re-signing. We heard about the Laurie Daley. This is not a head coach position, right? We're hearing more out of Manly's assistant coach role than we're hearing out of Newcastle's head coach role.
Yeah.
Just shut up and get it done.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, there's no need to be this. Maybe it's a bit of look at my eyes, look at my eyes, look at my eyes, you know?
Yep.
Don't look where we want to look.
You know
it's
who
a
I
bit
get?
of a distraction. Like you're saying, it's a distraction. From the Turbo thing. It's after the DCE thing. They've had a hell of a year. Like, from the fans' perspective, you've got to be worried.
Do you feel if Jake and Tom leave, that shows you so much?
What's the DNA of the club? Like, that's your 3, DCE, Turbo, Jake.
Yeah, it is worrying.
Chromie buckets. Okay. Chromie this. And this will happen, I reckon, for next year. You know who the most hottest commodity for an assistant coach is going to be, Brian?
Cameron Smith.
Nope. They're not even coaching in the NRL at the moment.
Oh, they're not coaching.
They are coaching, not in the NRL.
Brad Arthur.
They're coaching, and they've not lost since last year.
John Strange.
John Strange, right? John Strange, he is going to be the one sorted. So I'm tipping by this time next year, he'll win the NRLW, John Strange. And you've also got the carrot of, can we have an Ivan Cleary and Nathan Cleary situation at some point?
Oh, yeah.
Manly, if they aren't already, or maybe Trent Robinson has already said, hey, Johnny, if Holbrook gets the Knights job, up you come. This bloke, John Strange, I've heard too much about him. He will be an NRL assistant coach starting in 2026. Thoughts, Brian?
You wouldn't give him the head coaching somewhere? I mean, he's proven himself, rep.
I would, but it won't happen.
No.
Are you with me?
I feel that...
He's won it last year.
Yeah.
He's undefeated this year.
Yep.
If Holbrook went to the Roosters, is he not an obvious pick? And then also you've got Nick going, hey, Robbo,
Yeah.
you reckon we've got Johnny? You reckon the bloke down the road there, Ethan? You reckon he's a chance?
Yeah.
I've got a hell of a crow for you.
Oh, here we go. You got to say
can I have an early crow? Thank you, Buckets. That felt quite good.
Yeah.
I quite liked that.
Is that your debut crow?
That might be my debut
Oh,
crow.
well done, Mitch.
Yeah, lost the old
Pop
plates.
the cherry. Pop the talon.
Okay, so
Tannin.
The Bronson.
Yeah, pop my tannin. They say that Seabold wants to move into general manager of football.
Do they?
Yeah, there was that rumour about Seabold wanting to go into general manager of football a couple of weeks
You're
ago.
breaking news, Image.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Okay,
I think it's a few weeks old.
Yeah.
But I'll take it. He moves into that role. What about Johnny Strange goes to Manly? He throws out the carrot, hey, Ethan, come to Manly with me. Oh, who's your partner at Manly?
Jamal.
Fogarty.
It's not a bad go.
Why are you
Because then there's
doing that thing with that thing?
Just hold the stump.
For the YouTube viewers,
Just hold
look at the talent.
I'm holding the stump when you like warning at Lords.
yeah.
I've been hearing it's a Ballon. It's Ballon or bust. I'm feeling it's a Ballon or bust. That's what I've heard. On the streets.
All right. So
But do you feel that if the Siebes thing doesn't work, is it too late? Because they're going to make a decision. Because it's pretty evident that the players are disgruntled, whether it's with the coach or the hierarchy. They've got to. Do you feel they've got to act now and say, righto, Tommy, righto, Jake, yeah, we're going to make changes. Can you stay? He's too good to be going over to England at 29 years of age.
Brian, he is, right? I get that. But for some, and it's sad, you pay 1.4 or whatever you pay him, but you get him for half the year.
He's not. Well, he doesn't need the 1.4. He said he'll
I
play for
know,
less.
I know. Anyway, before we break, are you with me? John Strange will be an assistant coach in the NRL next year. Yes or no?
I feel he's on his way to being a head coach.
Yes. And that would involve a next step.
Nah.
Straight to it.
Straight to it.
He could do. Coaching people is coaching people.
Does
the run
this
over
hurt?
Joel and
Does that
Fletch.
hurt?
Keep doing it. I've got to scratch my back. I would love to be a little self-indulgent for us at this juncture. Because, folks, we are very grateful for this. You know this, Brian? We have just passed, not viewers, subscribers. 10,000 people subscribe to the Run Home with Joel and Fletch YouTube page.
Good on you guys.
10,000.
That's pretty good.
It's very good. And we are so appreciative of that. And as Brooksy has said to us, he's the El Capitan. He said, folks, so you don't miss out, make sure when you go back into your YouTube notifications, you click opt-in. So therefore, you've subscribed already. You've done the hard work, the heavy lifting, the backpack full of bricks, and you got up there to the summit. But now all you need to do is to opt in to the notifications and you will get all of our videos. And what about the videos we've had? Ross Noble this week, Matty Johns Tuesday and every Thursday, except today's Thursday.
Will we have Matty today?
Not today. No, he can't make it today.
What's he doing today?
That's why we did a long one on Tuesday.
What's he doing?
Well, he's your man, Brian.
Well, he was not answering my phone calls.
He's getting ready for the gig at, where you going?
Hudson Hotel.
The Hudson Hotel with a H. Seven Hills.
Yep.
You, Hindy.
Yeah, you got to get out there.
You got to get out there.
It's going to be fun.
It'll be fun, that's for sure. Alan Thompson. Okay. We spoke about Manly in the first hour. We'll speak about them a little bit more here. Thomas the Turbo. Withdrawals from the Ashes squad. So more news on Tom Trbojevic after the big chats about him moving on from Manly. He also ruled himself out of selection for the upcoming Ashes tour to rest his knee after, well, his injury after a huge season. Now, the debacle that Kevin Walters has.
Yeah.
We have got so much depth in the centres. However, let's go through this. The Ashes centre headaches for Kev Walters, Brian. Tommy Trbojevic,
Yep.
gone. Latrell Mitchell, withdrawn. Hammer, injured, out. Stephen Crichton, Samoa, we think. Rob Toya, Tonga, we think. Val Holmes, injured.
Yeah.
Katoni Staggs, who would be a tap-in at this stage, weighing up his eligibility. What's he eligible for, Katoni? Samoa? Tonga.
Okay.
The options so far that I can think of, Matt Burton, Zach Lomax.
Can I throw one in there?
Yep.
I think he would be a fantastic centre. Ethan Strange.
Yes.
Ethan Strange, left centre.
Yes.
I know it's a big call. I know he's been playing 6.
No.
But I feel with everyone not defecting, everyone choosing their own heritage.
No, you're right.
I feel you throw this kid a rep jumper.
Yep.
And, I mean, his star has risen this year
Yep.
anyway. I feel if you threw him in the Ashes, 1, he's not going to let anyone down.
Yep.
2, I feel that he would thrive
Yep.
on having that.
Yep. No, you're right. I totally agree with that. That is the right answer, 100%. And the other thing to that is, folks, Ethan Strange qualifies for England. So by Kevy selecting him in the squad, it takes him out of...
Yeah.
If you knew that England beat Australia, Ethan Strange was probably in the English side. Fair?
Along with Billy Smith. Billy Smith has...
So, both.
Both. Throw in a bloke called Herbert.
Yeah, we can't pick Herbert.
No, but I'm saying England.
So Billy Smith qualifies for England?
Yeah, and he has contacted Sean Wayne, English coach, if he was keen to go over. Once you go, you can't come back on.
So would you pick Billy and Ethan Strange?
Oh, look, they're both gun centres.
They skew left. They both skew left, don't they?
I would have Ethan in there just for the... I mean, Billy Smith has been wonderful this year. We know what he's had those injuries, but I think Ethan Strange is the one.
Yep.
He's the one, and I really don't even know if 6 is going to be his position.
Well, he's a runner. He's a
Just
great runner, great defender.
1-on-1
Yep.
down that left side. You saw what he did against Penrith.
Breaking news, folks, exclusively revealed by Brian. Ethan Strange will be playing for Australia.
I feel he'll be in the squad.
He will be on the plane and he will have the Australian polo when he goes to Kingsford Airport.
Kingston Smith.
Smith.
He might be out wide. When's the new airport open? When's the one out wide?
At Badgerys Creek.
Badgerys Creek.
Yeah.
I mean, let's have a look at the centres. We're going to be short on centres. We've got B Best.
We need to, yeah, but they're left. They're all left.
Yeah,
But who's on the right?
Katoni. But
But if Katoni knocks it back, who do we go right centre?
Could you throw Birdo over there? Could you throw... What about KL? Oh, no, he's a Kiwi.
It's hard, isn't it?
He's playing for Cook Islands too.
Cook Islands, is he?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. I bet you we end up changing the rules about this because it's at the moment it's great for the game, international game.
Yep.
But we're seeing it now. We are slow. We can't even come up with centres.
We can't.
We're playing a 5'8", a 21-year-old 5'8".
21-5, yeah, 100%. And who would walk in to that left centre position? Storm and the Bulldogs, both sides, rolled the rugby league dice. They played rugby league roulette. And as a result, no Jerome Hughes for the Melbourne Storm. A fractured arm. No Pappenhausen concussion, no Nelson suspension for the Bulldogs. Marcello Montoya, that ankle injury thanks to the, originally reported hip drop to Nico Hines. He's been cleared. Bronson Sherry concussion, so he has been sidelined. Doubts around Jacob Kiraz. Massive game, Fletch.
Huge game. I just keep thinking back to that Storm when that month of footy. We were speaking to Grant Anderson yesterday about the month of footy they had when they beat the Broncos, they beat the Raiders, none of the Raiders, Penrith, and then the Bulldogs.
Yep.
And I was just all without Jerome Hughes.
Yep.
All without Pappy as well. And I thought, who's going to beat them? The last 2 weeks, the Roosters, that second half, I reckon it sort of hurt them a little bit mentally. they were up 10-0, and they get in the first time in their history got 40 points put in the second half. But the calming influence of one Harold Grant comes back.
Yeah,
I feel that just him alone back into this team, I think they're going to right the wrongs. I really do. And there is mail that Jack Howarth will be back as well.
Yeah, we expect him to be back, and that extended bench gives you a few clues. The only thing we know about this game, we think Bears Head and I, is that both sides will not be 1-17.
No.
It is, as Gibbo would say, ducks and drapes. Get them on side. You'll see that tonight after the NRLW. Myself, Sean the Trader, and Dan Gannay. Dan Gannay asked a big question in that show. He says, how many Melbourne Storm players, Brian, have won a premiership?
Oh, without the top of my head, in that team, Munster, I'll say 6.
1.
Munster.
He's the only
one.
Wow. He's the only Storm. So we're all waiting for Melbourne to come good, right?
Yeah.
He is the only player.
No, wow.
He's the only player.
Warbrick?
Nope, none.
None.
No, one. It's Munster. That's it. That's it.
Oh, yeah, because Nels was out, wasn't
he? So how many Bulldogs players have won a comp?
Crichton.
Yep.
Burton.
Yep.
Kick out.
Yep. That might be it. Reid Marnie's played in the grand final, but he's been dropped.
That's a very good one. I like that.
It's a great one. If you were doing TNL, it's a shame you're not doing TNL.
TNL would have copped that.
You would have scooped that up tonight.
TNL would have copped that.
You would have scooped that right up.
They're down in confidence, but I feel back at home, they're going to be very hard to beat.
Oh, it's a tough one. It's a massive game. And I'm telling you, I keep saying this, the loser of this is gone. In my opinion, they are gone. Reason being, if you lose this game, your next assignment, right, you'll be Saturday night and you'll be taking on Penrith or the Warriors. It may be Penrith. Then, if you win that game, you have to travel to either Canberra or the Broncos for a prelim at their home ground.
Yeah.
Then, if you won that, you probably have to take on the team that beat you.
Back again.
In the first game. So the loser for me is gone tonight. Loser's gone. Both teams, in my opinion, can win the comp, but the loser for me is absolutely Western Webb and gone.
Yeah, no, it's I thought they play the because they swap. You're right. Well, Tyron Wishart is going to be halfback. There was calls that young Pezzett might jump in, but I think him coming on the second half has worked well previously.
Yeah, maybe. I just got a feeling for them that the centre position is so important, right? Who's marking Stephen Crichton? How do they play that out? So Stephen Crichton should be right centre. Your left centre would be Meaney, who's been there mostly. So there would be a temptation for Bellamy.
Meaney's at 1.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You feel they might leave him
Typically, he's a left centre, right? There would be a temptation for Belly 8 to put Munster back to fullback, which he's done in the last month.
Yeah, I think he might. Well, actually, maybe with the inclusion of Howarth coming back in, I can't see Chan starting in the centres at all.
No, but Chan and Howarth are a straight swap.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
So I still think, even with Howarth coming back, I'm tipping Howarth will play.
Yeah.
Even with Howarth coming back, I could see Munster going to fullback.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Anderson's been great.
He's playing centre.
Yeah.
He's been named at centre. Anyway, we'll find out tonight. In fact, what we'll do very shortly, we'll go through the last 19 players for both the Melbourne Storm and the Bulldogs to see if there's any clues. Bulldog team news. Toby Sexton back on the bench. For the first time, Brian Early crowed up on the board here. He said Toby Sexton will start in that first week of the finals, and that to me is still a massive chance at this stage. The full package, Michael Carianis, the back page, Daily Telegraph, he is suggesting that he'll come off the bench.
Yep.
Nick Meaney has been named to go to fullback for Pappenhausen. You mentioned Joe Chan in the centres, Jack Howarth, who has the groin concern. Some say he could have come back last week. He's on the reserves list. Harry Grant back. Stefano Utukamana returns, but no Nelson. And as far as injury update, the major one, if there was anyone who's going to cause any headaches, I thought, for James Tedesco for the Dally M, it would be Jerome Hughes, the reigning Dally M champ. He spoke on his own podcast with Munster and Pappenhausen. It's called the 167 Podcast. Here's what he had to say.
Had surgery, obviously, on the wrist. Fractured me forearm. So, yeah, hopefully a chance in the next 2 weeks, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
he's a tough bugger, and he had the collarbone.
Had no dislocated shoulder.
Dislocated shoulder.
Last year, he broke his hand and came back in 2 weeks, just before the semi-final. Huge job for the Dogs, Max King and Samuel Hughes, because last week the Sharks bullied them. They just went through the middle, and they couldn't handle them. Prior to that, the Roosters did exactly the same thing. They bullied them through the middle. We know about their edges. Their edges are fantastic. But sometimes in these big games, the mobile forward, it might be, it's a disadvantage if you don't get off the line. And that's what they were doing. They were waiting for him. And the Sharks showed, I felt they showed every other team that if you get a quick play the ball and just keep hitting the middle. They did have Blake Brayley, who's one of the best number 9s coming out of trouble. Out of dummy half. So does Harry Grant. So I expect them to play him through the middle, the Storm.
Yep.
To play the Dogs through the middle.
The Storm to play the Dogs through the middle.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Harold comes back. Huge.
Stefano's
huge. Craig Bellamy, when he was asked about Hughes, could he return within a few weeks? Here's what he had to say.
I wait about 2 or 3 weeks, just worry about tomorrow night. So, yeah, he could be. I don't know, but you're probably better ask the doctors.
Okay. Righto, boys. Look, who are we tipping?
Tipping the Storm.
I have tipped the Storm, but I'm telling you, and I said this during the week, if Toby Sexton is named at halfback, I'm tipping the Dogs and everything changes for me. Super value finals player. The super value finals player for me, and I'll ask you too, Bears Head, super value finals player, it's got to be Wishy. Tyron Wishart. He's been given, this is for National Tiles, big style, tiny price, super value every day. Shop in store and online today. National Tiles, super value player, Tyron Wishart. He has going to be given the halfback job.
Yeah.
For one of the best teams in the comp.
He can play anywhere.
Yep.
That's the value of him.
Anyone else comes to mind?
I'm going to say the best for, let's go for the Dogs. Satili Tupanua. He's the only one in their defensive line that scares you as a ball runner.
Yep.
He's got a whack in him. He gets up off the line. Everyone else, you're thinking, oh, yeah, well, you're not fearing him, but you're fearing Satili.
Yep.
When he comes on,
yep,
you know he's on the field.
As we said, every game through the finals, it is covered by SEN. 6 p.m. Bulldogs take on the Storm straight after the run home tomorrow with Joel and Fletch with Scopey in the chair. The call will be Jimmy Smith, Noddy and Adam Blair. Both those men are flying big time as co-callers, Noddy and Adam Blair, and Jimmy clearly doing a great job in 2025. Warriors take on the Panthers. Does the run come to an end? If it did... well, there's a chance, actually. There is a chance that Ivan Cleary may have to go through Andrew Webster if he won that game, who was a former assistant coach of his. If the Bulldogs got beat, then he has got to line up against Cameron Ciraldo. So there is hands being bitten all over the place, Brian.
Yeah, I don't think this is as obvious as it is. Everyone's saying Penrith, people are talking about Penrith are going to be win a 5th premiership or at least get to grand final. I reckon this is a real tough game for him. And Mitch Kenny being out is huge.
Yep, huge.
And the kid, Wade Egan, coming in is a massive in. So the gain for the Warriors...
Home game.
Yep. Look, the thing the Warriors have got to come up with is chasing points because we know Penrith will get to a lead and just defend it.
Yep.
We've heard it all before. They get to a 6 or 8 point lead and then see you later. We're grinding you out. We're kicking long. Our markers are just going to chase you. Yep. We're just going to annoy you, have you kicking out of your own 30-metre line. And they don't make mistakes. They never get offside.
Yep.
Very rarely are they caught for a penalty, maybe a 6 again up in their own line. But they've just got to start fast, the Warriors. If they can start fast and get a couple on them, who knows? Penrith might panic.
We've got Stacey Jones not too far away. We'll catch up with him in the final half hour of the program, Brian. One thing I'm going to ask him is their left-hand side Warriors is very good defensively. Their right-hand side may be the worst in the comp. Penrith loves setting up on that left. It's a big problem.
Yeah.
It's a big problem.
Well, you've got to play up the other end. Don't invite them down to your own end. Play a little bit of Panther ball.
But what would you do from a coach's point of view? Would you be tempted to go, okay, well, we've done this all year. Everyone knows it's going to be a target, at least Ivan Cleary and co. Would you put Chance and Roger out there? Would you change things up? Because I just feel if you do the same thing,
well,
like would you put Dallin and whoever else on the other side.
When we used to play Brisbane, and it's so hard to do because you were buggered. They had a very similar side. So if you were the left back rower, you would have to push over to the right, which felt unnatural because you were leaving yourself exposed on the short side or shortish side.
Yep.
So your markers had to cover you.
Yep.
It sort of worked a little bit, but we put an extra man there.
Yeah, of course.
But that's when smart teams can realise, and Nathan's very, very cluey. So if we stack up on that long side, Nathan can go, uh-oh, something's not working here. I'm going to hit you on the short side. And then you've got to, as a back rower, we don't think like a Nathan Cleary thinks.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
It's just that's why the elite players are elite, because when it's not working, they go, why isn't this working? And they sort of work it out in their heads. They're like Beautiful Mind.
Oh, you know what, right? So this is the thing that rugby league needs. We've had all these great docos. Could you imagine a tape being released of this run of Panthers and clearing grand finals and the conversation?
Yeah.
I would love to hear what he's saying. And I'm talking about Ivan Cleary.
Yeah.
Nathan's a gun. I get that. But I reckon Ivan's understated.
They have this play that they do every time where it's either, and they've got those three options. It's, you know how they bring the right centre underneath?
They turn them under.
And then Nathan runs back.
They're coming back.
And they're coming at you. Yeah. It's either a short ball.
Yep.
It's either a face ball. It's either a kick.
Yep.
Or it's either play out the back.
Yep.
And they very rarely change from that.
It's all set up the same.
Same set up the same. And every player is aware, I'm getting the ball. I might be getting the ball, I might not, but you're running it as if, and that's what sells it.
Yeah, because they run as if they are getting it.
So when you're defending, you sometimes realise, oh, this bloke's jogging, he's not getting the ball. You know, you see those lazy block plays, you go, well, sweet, I don't. But when you have these black jumpers coming at you and you're going, uh-oh, is it a kick? Is he going to throw a face ball? Is it a short ball? Is Dylan Edwards out the back? That's what, in that left side, they scored in the grand final.
Yeah.
Same sort of play.
So you know that's coming, folks. You know it's coming. So in my opinion, when Nathan Cleary drags that player under, which he's going to do, and he starts to peel off to the left, that's when the left-hand side for the Warriors have got to go, boys, we're going to play short here. Get your asses over there.
That's what I mean. You can't be lazy. You could just go, I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to get out of my left channel. But this is no ordinary game.
No.
This is no ordinary team you're playing against. You have to get on your bike and help out your teammates on the right.
We'd have to get on our bike to a break, I think. Is that what Buckets are saying? SEN, we've got the call, the Warriors and the Panthers from 3 p.m. with, myself, Scotty Sattler and Timmy Manor. So looking forward to that. That'll be a good call as well. Sharks and the Roosters. Oh, they met recently. Roosters have won 5 of the last 6 to climb from 10th to 8th. They've piled on 202 points in those last 6 games. As for the Sharks, they've won 7 of 8 since round 18 from the bye, including a dominant 24-6 win over the Bulldogs. So we've got 2 teams hot to trot.
They are, and this is I feel this is the toughest game to pick this week. You look at both sides in form. Notice that Spencer's starting. Spencer Lenu's starting for the Chooks, and Nafahu White is being put at lock forward. They're in some good form, the Sharkies, and the Nico Hines inclusion is massive for them. Down there at Shark Park, you know how we feel about that.
Yep.
13,000.
Portaloo Park.
Portaloo. Well, that's what it is. Yeah, this is a huge game. Elimination final. So good teams. I'm obviously going to go for the Chooks, but last time they did play down there, Cronulla absolutely hammered them in every facet of the game.
I've got something for you, though, Brian. I've got something for you. So they did. That is true. 31-18. And maybe the score did not reflect how dominant the Sharks were. But the Chad was playing halfback that night.
Yeah, the Chad was 6, wasn't he?
So they met at Gosford early in the year.
Because Walker was back, wasn't he? Was Walker?
May have been.
I think Walker was back and Hugo was out, so they had the Chad at 6.
Do you know the Sharks' win percentage this year with Hugo starting?
Chooks.
Yep.
The Chooks win percent. You said Sharks.
Chooks.
Yeah.
70+%.
Yeah.
Do you know what their result is without him playing?
Talk to me.
They've won 1 from 7 when Hugo has not started.
I believe that because they can turn an ordinary set
Yep.
into a better defensive set because of his kicking game.
Yep.
And this is what they've lacked the last couple of years. So
go to the highlights, and NRL's very good at this, actually. You can click on the NRL draw, go back to their game. You look at he must have got man of the match when they last met Hugo. Crossfield kicks to Tupu. Crossfield kicks to Nwanganawazi. Scores a try himself.
Puts it on a dime.
He was huge. Hugo
Yeah.
Savala. So, look, I love the Sharkies, but I'm tipping the Roosters here. SEN have got the call. Jimmy Smith and Scope leading the charge with Spudley. Big game. Big game. Winner will take on...
Loser of Melbourne and... No, the other one. Loser of...
They'll play Sunday against the loser of Broncos and
either Suncorp or GIO Stadium. Correct.
Raiders and the Broncos. Speaking of which, minor premiers Raiders host the 4th place Broncos at GIO Stadium. Massive game. What about KO Weeks versus Reece Walsh?
Yeah, there's some young superstars coming out here, and this is the Canberra Raiders team's just... Oh, they're good to watch, but the other mob, they've been the last 4 weeks, they've really hit their straps. So I'm going for the Raiders. I'm tipping the Raiders purely for the fact of home ground advantage, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's an upset either.
Matt Shibasaki comes back into the side. Yeah. Last time they met, they killed the right-hand side for the Raiders, which has been a problem for Ricky in 2025 out at Timokor side. Jesse Arthurs that night, he scored, a long time ago, he scored a hat-trick, but no doubt about it, they'll be targeting that left-hand side again, you think. Dean Mariner goes to the wing. Jesse Arthurs, ironically, he pays the price, and Jack Kajewski, he's in the reserves. He's had that collarbone concern, by the way. Adam Reynolds, he's still out. Ben Hunt and Billy Walters, they steer the side. SEN League with this call from 3 p.m. Jimmy, Scope and Timmy from GIO Stadium, and repeating that all of the NRL finals games, we have you covered here on SEN, the Sports Entertainment Network, where no one talks moral rugby league. Super value finals player, thanks to National Tiles. Big style, tiny price, super value. Who's your super value finals player, Brian?
Jamal Fogarty.
Yep.
I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
Because he's off to Manly next year.
He might not be Manly.
Might not go to Manly.
Really?
Well, I'm just saying he probably signed. I can't wait to have Tommy T at the back. Well, guess what? Tommy T might be at the Salford Reds. You're still here? We'll see more on the Joel and Fletch socials and catch us live on SEN Radio. Because if you don't, you're an A grade. But if you do, you're the absolute Mickey.